amongst the four semi-finalists in this T20 World Cup, I think probably England is the only team which hasn't, surprised many with their performance in this competition. They came into this tournament as one of the favorites, and now they are in the semis. I think England is probably I think they haven't raised many eyebrows with their performances compared to the other three semi-finalists. I think England they have played exceptional cricket throughout their league stages. They have won 4 out of their 5 contests. I think they lost narrowly to South Africa. I think, but overall, this England team, which is probably, mind you, this is a depleted England side, by the way, and they have lost players. During this tournament, they have lost Tymon Mills, who was bowling exceptionally well. They have now lost Jason Roy, who was providing them the stars at the top. But still, England are being trusted as one of the top contenders in this championship. I mean, look at their performances. I think England is probably the only team in this tournament which has countered the toss factor successfully compared to any other side. I mean, can you remember that game against Sri Lanka in Sharjah? I mean, they were batting first. I think they lost. I think Sri Lankan bowlers had their say up front. England were like 48 for 3 after the 10-over mark. But still, from there, they posted 160 odd runs thanks to that brilliant 67 ball 101 by Jos Buttler, and that was an unbeaten knock. And then their bowlers came back to defend that score on the small ground. So toss hasn't been a big factor for Ian Morgan and his boys. The good thing for England is that they're now, unlike some of the other teams, their middle order has now been tested as well. I mean, the likes of Morgan has scored runs. The likes of Leon Livingstone, David Malan, all of them have got a hit as they're before going into this knockout game against New Zealand in the semi-finals. So England will be pretty well placed, though of course they will miss Jason Roy, and I really hope that they will probably use someone like Sam Billings in his place. I mean, although they have included James Vince as a replacement in their side, but I think Sam Billings, with his experience of playing in this condition for CSK in the IPL and his ability to play spin, I think he should be prioritized. But I would love to see who opens the innings. I think Leon Livingstone is being considered as one of the potential openers along with Jos Buttler. But I ideally feel that they should go ahead with Sam Billings. Though on the bowling front, England spinners have done exceptionally well. I mean, look at the way Adil Rashid has bowled in this competition. I mean, compared it to his performances in the IPL. I mean, Adil Rashid, I think Moeen Ali. I mean, even their pacers have backed the spinners up, and it was very impressive to see someone like Leon Livingstone with his part-time off spin have always chipped in with important breakthroughs. So overall, going into the semi-final against New Zealand, England will be the favourites, and ideally in Abu Dhabi in the night games we have seen chasing teams getting an advantage, but the advantage is not as much as we get here in Dubai. So I think even if England lose the toss in Abu Dhabi, they won't mind actually, because New Zealand's batting is not their most stronger part. It is their bowling which has done well so far in the competition. So I think England, if they can bat well and post around 180, 190 runs, even if they will lose the toss, I mean, obviously if they will win the toss, they will chase probably. But even if they lose the toss, I think England will have a chance against New Zealand. So going into this tournament, I believe that England have a very good chance of going into the final and play the final against either of Australia or Pakistan.